waving little, plastic flags in Britain, thinking that they're getting free. The Britain you have today is nothing like the one from 1970s or 80s. Completely different. They try to keep, I remember talking about brass bands and flags as Ben Russell talked about them. You see, you can do more with a brass band and flags and tunes, patriotic tunes, than you can do with logic and truth and rhetoric. It's the emotions against folklore. Yeah. I've mentioned before that in the techniques of communism, a kind of creeping communism that was to take over the world, gradualism, and taking and changing and controlling and shaping and directing the culture until eventually all the old normals and oppositions become a new system, all one together. This was the Gramscian technique, of course, that they adopted for the world, and it was awfully successful. And this article actually sums it all up. It's by Peter Hitchens. So much in common in an offered article. It's called Boris, the New Blair, Peter Hitchens. A good article to show you that is it really conservative? What is this sham politics today? Because it's a sham, isn't it? Because at one time conservatism used to stand for particular values. There's Boris Johnson, who supposedly head of the Conservative Party, who's living with, it's not even his wife. And you see how every perception has changed completely of what was or what is. You see, at one time no one would have dared, even having some men who had even been married twice and gone and divorced her. That's not it. Yet if someone who has some kind of tradition, that's the whole point. Is conservative really was about tradition. You see, it's all gone out the window. Now you've got a guy who jumps up and down like a clown. He's no clown now, he plays his part. He'll play it well. And he's already signed on to future wars with the US, alongside the US. He's really another version of Tony Blair, only he's a bit funnier, that's all. Tony Blair was very, hand flapping as well. Boris is going to that humorous face. The whole thing is just for people to consume a completely different system than the one you're living in. We're all in it today. Now it's with the rise of efficiency and technocracy that you're heading towards terrible times. We're actually going into it now. Because all rights and freedoms are taken away, and your choice and lots of things are taken from you under the guise of we've got to be efficient now, especially in crisis. You got to be efficient, and that was the fear of a lot of people who warned us all in previous generations. Efficiency, this drive from academia churning out armies of robots in different fields and so on. They would all work together for efficiency, strive for efficiency. And we're the only product they're working on is us. We are the product. So it's not pleasant at all. But I say, don't get all carried away by the people who are going to terrify you with coronavirus or flu-like symptoms and so on. Use your common sense. If you can basically even just get a few extra tins of things, food and so on, get them in packages of stuff. Get them. You should have them anyway in case anything else happened in the world at any particular time to tide you over for a few weeks.